Good morning, guys. Welcome back. We are headed east on 70 again with another load of empty bakery trays headed to Zanesville, Ohio. We drop this off tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and we have another load booked for Tuesday night. So pretty much what we're going to do is go drop this off, go to the nearest truck stop to our next pickup, do a 10-hour reset, go pick up our load, and drive through the night to get up to Tomah, Wisconsin. I booked that load through Coyote. Coyote is probably my favorite carrier to haul stuff for. They seem to pay the best. Their app's easy, and I work with a guy through them that's great. He's always on top of things. He called me this morning. I'd put in a bid on this load last week, which when it's that far out, they're gonna try to get it for as low as possible. So of course they countered me, and they did come up, but it wasn't enough, so I didn't do it. But he just called me this morning, and we got it for the price I wanted. So we'll drop this stuff off and go do a 10-hour reset real quick, and then head up to Wisconsin. And then he was already working on some loads from Tomah to, it was going somewhere in Michigan, but I didn't book that yet. We'll just see what happens with it. But for now, we're heading into St. Louis here. We made some really good progress last night. We stayed in Boonville, Missouri. It loves there. I've stayed there a few times before. It's a nice place to stay. I think I got one of the last 3 spots in the lot. It was kind of late, but we stayed there. And now tonight we'll be staying. There's a Love's very close to where I dropped this off that we're gonna make our way to, and hopefully stay there. Drop this off. I have a window between 8 a.m. and I think it's 6 p.m. I'm gonna be there at 8 a.m. or so. So I want to get this stuff off and go chill out until it's time to pick up the next one. You'll see, I'm excited to take a load up to Wisconsin. That's my first load. I've driven through Wisconsin, but I've not delivered to Wisconsin. And Wisconsin's where I am originally from. I was born in Janesville, Wisconsin, but moved to Ohio when I think I was a year old, so Ohio's pretty much home. But a lot of my extended family still lives in Wisconsin, so it's kind of cool to go up there. I may stop in Janesville or Milton and surprise one of my uncles. We'll see. See, not a whole lot of room to park at his place, so I might have to park at a truck stop and maybe take an Uber or something over to his house. Making pretty good time on this trip. This is the first even hint of traffic that I've seen, but it's nice when you leave on a weekend. I picked this up on Sunday. It's now Monday morning, so when you're driving on Sunday, there's hardly anyone on the road. It's nice, but here on Mondays get a little busier, but that's all right. Missouri River, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to find out here in a minute. Get over off exit 232, headed take 270 north towards Chicago. It's just pretty much it's a bypass around St. Louis, which is nice because coming east out of Denver, St. Louis is definitely the busiest city that
in 1.5 miles, take exit 232 on the right to I-270 north, then keep
my
left.
GPS just said take exit 232 OB because it's 232A or B. It said 232 OB. That's hilarious. I've never heard it say that before. So can anyone tell me why Indiana thinks that their diesel fuel is worth its weight in gold? Well, that's sure what it seems like. I think this state just enacted a really high fuel tax not that long ago, but their fuel prices in this state are asinine, man. I'm glad it's a small state because I will never buy diesel. What a joke. Almost $4 a gallon at that Pilot, and I mean, I know at all the truck stops we get hung over the coals anyway, but my word. Something like you cross the border, Missouri has really good fuel prices all the time. Then you cross into Illinois, they go up. Then you get in Indiana, and it's like, you gotta be kidding me. I will never buy diesel in Indiana. And I don't care if they're IFTA taxes. I'll pay those later. I am not. That's just insane. I really don't hunt for cheap fuel either. I don't. I stop at Love's. Every single time I need diesel, pretty much. If there's a Love's around, I stop at it. But there's no way I'd pay that much in this state. Just no. Nope. We are on 465, headed back towards 70. This is a bypass around Indianapolis. It's actually the worst traffic I've been in so far. I don't really know what's going on that's slowing everything up, but it's doing a good job. I like how low that is. That's a little bit better. I don't want you guys staring at nothing but my freaking hood. especially because it's not a 379 or a W900 hood that's cool to look at. So, oh, let's see. Frac tanker up there. My very first load ever when I started was a frac tanker, and it was going from, oh, what's the name of that? Fort Collins, Colorado, down to somewhere in Arizona, and somewhere in New Mexico. 3 out of the 4 tires blew on the thing. That was awesome. Stuck on the side of the road. My very first first thing I'd hooked up to this truck, and all those tires blew. I didn't know what to do, so I called the roadside people, got all the tires fixed and whatnot. And then once I was able to tell the people that what had happened, they were all mad. Well, we have a deal. We could have got those cheaper and stuff. It was like 2 in the morning. You know, I'm not going to sit on the side of the road, so I hated that. After that, I swore I'd never haul frac tankers again. And one time I was stuck out in California. This is, like I said earlier, man, the power only stuff is, you ended up hauling someone else's junk. And I don't want to do that ever again. But I was out in California, and there was a load. It was a frac tanker going from California back home to Denver for me. So I was like, all right. So I went, hooked up to this thing, started driving down the road. Got a few miles away, and there was just smoke just billowing from the brakes were locked up. So luckily I had only made it a few miles. I sat there, let it cool, turned around, drugged that thing back, unhooked it, took off. Never again will I haul a frac tanker. They are ridiculous. Boy, this is the worst traffic I have seen all day, this whole trip. Indiana doesn't have the best drivers, but they don't have the worst. I say again, Colorado has the worst drivers in this country. And then when I say that, like, you know, I'll tell my girlfriend that or whatever. Well, all the Californians and stuff coming here. I lived in California. People drive there aggressive and fast. It's great. People in Colorado are clueless. I don't know what they're doing or paying attention to, or if they're just high. They're clueless. I hate it. Roads are horrible. Drivers are terrible. I should say the drivers in Denver. You get outside of Denver and it's pretty normal. But that Denver metro area, oh, jeez. No, thank you. We'll probably drive 3 more hours today. That'll put us really close in the morning to get this dropped off. We'll see. Good morning, everybody, from foggy Zanesville, Ohio. Pretty much, we're very barely east of Zanesville right now. But 11 minutes away from the Bimbo Bakery. And getting these trays off. It is, what time is it? 9:50 in the morning right now. We'll drop this off. We get our next load. We don't pick that up in Columbus, which is about 60 miles away, at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we'll go get these unloaded. We're going to go to the nearest Love's, fill up, get a shower, probably take a little nap, and then go pick that one up. And it delivers tomorrow night in Toma, Wisconsin. I don't know how far I'm going to drive today. We're going to see. Probably quite a ways, because I want to be able to get that one off tomorrow night in Toma and pick up a new load the next morning. So we'll just have to see what happens, but that's the plan. I really hope you guys can hear this. I left my 2 sleeper windows open and it seems like it's very loud in here. But we'll see. I stopped last night. I don't remember what time it was when I stopped, but it was pretty late. It was, I think it was after 8 o'clock, between like 8, 9, 9:30, something like that. But stopped at a rest area on 70 here, just east of Columbus, and there were still plenty of spots. That was nice. Ohio actually has really nice rest stops. The rest stops up on the turnpike actually have like truckers' lounges and laundry and showers, and tons and tons of parking. I know that the showers are free. I've not used the laundry, but it's a nice state to be in. They treat truckers pretty well here. I like running the turnpike up there. That's actually, once I pick up this next load that's going to Wisconsin, we'll probably, I'm not sure how it'll take me, but 75 north, and eventually hit 80, take 80 across Indiana and Illinois, on up into Wisconsin. Now Toma's like a little northwest of Madison. It's not real deep up into Wisconsin, so, but that'll be cool. That'll be my first delivery to Wisconsin. I've driven through it a couple times. I've never stopped. Picking up some food stuff, going to the Walmart distribution center there, so that'll be good. I like delivering to like Walmart and Costco and stuff like that. They have the big facilities, and they're, in my experience, I guess I've been lucky, but they're pretty quick about getting everything unloaded. So that's good. We'll be getting off at exit 157. And it's kind of weird because it's like you're on some back country roads before you get to this place, but there's the bakery we're going to. I think there's a Dollar General DC back in here, and a few other things.
In 1.5 miles, take exit 157 on the right to Ohio 93, then take the first left. right to Ohio 93, then take the first left. Turn left on Pleasant Grove Road. In 2 3/4 miles, turn left on East Point Drive.
East Point Drive. We're almost there. Generally, by now, I'd have thought this fog would have been burned off by now, but it's thick this morning. I bet you these kids' schools were canceled today. Man, when I was a kid growing up in Northwest Ohio and I'd wake up, first thing I'd do is look out my window every morning, look out the window for fog. I hated school. It was terrible. Never wanted to go. I'd look every morning, hope there was fog. Sometimes there was. There was a few years we missed quite a few days for fog. Then you got to make them up at the end of the year anyway, but didn't like going. I like it here. I could live back here, Taylor. Oh man, last time I came here, so the first time I backed into some docks and they unloaded me with a forklift inside. Didn't take long. The next time I came here, sucked. They didn't have any room on their dock, because obviously they have thousands of these freaking trays. They didn't have any room on their dock, so I had to pull around behind the building and basically hand unload these things. We would just pull them to the back 4 at a time and 4 stacks at a time, because they're all stacked up. I'll show you guys before we back into the dock. We'd have to pull them to the back, and then the lady that was doing it would hop out. And I didn't have to help, but man, I'm not gonna, if she'd have had to do it by herself, it'd have taken 6 hours. So I'm really hoping that today there's room on those docks, because I do not feel like doing that. We shall see. It didn't take that long with me and her doing it together. That's not part of the deal, I guess. And I don't want to do it. So loads out of Denver don't pay enough to have to help to unload them. That's like dead serious. Boy, this fog is getting thicker
In
and thicker.
3/4 of a mile,
way.
turn left on East Point Drive.
Truck behind me right up my butt, but I don't care. This is see far enough to be going fast, so.
Turn left on East Point Drive.
Yeah, see, this is a big business park. There's a lot of stuff up here. The bakery, Dollar General, Halliburton, Bilco, Avon. This idiot without their lights on. This next idiot without their lights on. I bet you that tanker was full of flour not too long ago, delivering to the bakery. Huh, buddy? Yeah. Got Apollo co-piloting over there. I gotta introduce you guys to Apollo.
In 500 feet, arrive at 3005 East Point Drive on the right.
And it's right there where that guy is. So let's see. Alright, before those guys run away, let me go talk to them. Seat. Go. Good boy. All right. So we get to go in the docks today, boys. Thank God. Go forward just a little bit. I want to be really careful. These things are. My trailer is full, boy. All right. These docks are pretty nice, easy to get into. There's only 2 of them over here, but I think this is all they use them for. If you look in the windows of them, which I've done before, there's nothing but those trays in them, so. Okay, we are docked and all set.